So I'm going to give a quick introduction here, and then we'll get started with our last session here. But I had the great fortune of meeting Sensei Justin at a tournament in New York City many years ago, and what Sensei Artur said, and every teacher, that we are a brotherhood and sisterhood of all martial artists. But we knew we connected right away, and we've stayed in touch over the years. He's been a big support of my tournament in Atlantic City, and just, always talking martial arts, and just very excited to have you here, Sensei Justin.
Well, thank you, Shihan. I really appreciate the nice introduction and having me even. So, like you were saying, like we met in New York and everything. So I practice Kyokushin. I teach Kyokushin, but I also teach and practice Taekwondo as well. We do a WTF Taekwondo, the Olympic style. With that type, it's also full contact, continuous sparring. So I know a lot of Kyokushin guys are familiar with Kyokushin, of course. So I figured tonight I'd spend more time on some of the Taekwondo drills that we do. A lot of footwork. We'll do some fast kicks, a lot of fast footwork, and kind of keep it moving quick here at the end of the night to keep the blood going. So, well, thank you, Shihan. All right, guys. So to get started, we're going to start with warming up our legs. One of the things we do a axe kick, but off the front leg. So we have the Maikiege, but it's an up Nario Chagi in Korean from the Taekwondo. From right here, all you're going to do is get your knee as high as you can before you throw the axe kick. And what you can do is you have two options. You can either hit with the toes coming down that way, or you can send the heel down to the top of the head. Again, with Taekwondo and also semi-knockdown, when you have a helmet, the toes is a good way where you can hit the brim of a helmet when somebody is wearing it. You get your knee nice and high, and it's bang, straight down right on top of the helmet. So, or if you're really close, right in a full knockdown match, right off the bat, you can take the front leg here and bang, smack right down on top of the head. So what we're going to do is, you start with your left leg forward. We're going to go for 30 seconds. All you're going to do, you have two options. You can either just take your time, get your knee up high, continue to smack it down, one leg only. Other option, to really get the footwork up, you can bounce off the back leg and go nonstop. Pop, 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 rapidly. So whichever one you want to do, either take your time, or again, you get the little hop going with the Taekwondo guys. I like to move a lot, so you can keep it rapid. So I'm going to set the timer here, 30 seconds, on my mark, ready, Ajime! Right off the front leg, pop, pop, get it up high, see ya. So knee high, the higher the knee, the higher the kick. And again, you want to keep it close to your body as best you can. Good. Good, guys. Keep on going. Really builds up the calf muscle on the leg that you're bouncing on. So you'll actually feel it more on the leg that is planted. Us. Ready to take a deep breath. We're going to do the same thing the other leg. Again, knee as high as you can. Other leg you can keep planted, or add that little hop step, hands up. So ready, 30 seconds. Ajime! This, keep on moving. Knee up, see it. This. 10 more seconds. See it. See it. See it. See it. Us, yummy. Good. Take a second to breathe. Next one. Another warm up. Also, you can use it. You got the Uchimawashi Kiege, Sotomawashi Kiege, or Anshagi, the Pat Shagi, Anshagi in Korean. So again, it's just the outside pressing kick, inside pressing kick, except off the front leg. So again, two options. You can take your time, real easy, right, real quick. Bang to the side of the head, bang to the side of the head. Unlike the axe kick where it comes around and straight down, you're actually coming to the side of the head, the knee is bent, snaps to the side of the head. Same thing on the way back. Up, snap, side of the head with the inside. So you're going to go back and forth off the front leg. So ready? One leg forward, other leg back. Get set. Ajime! Good. Back and forth, nice and easy. Good. Back and forth. Yummy. Us. Take a second to breathe. Switch your legs. You're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Out, in, side of the head, side of the head. And again, really builds up speed, quick momentum, and a match you can real quick just bang, hit somebody with one of the kicks. So the whole point of doing these drills is to really build up the muscles on the supported leg so you can real quick just pop, nail somebody with it. So ready, other leg, hands up, assume. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Keep it up. Yummy, us. Deep breath, deep breath. All right, moving on from there. One of my favorite kicks that we do in Taekwondo is called a fast kick, or Abdo-Liuchagi. In Kyokushin, more like an Ashimawashi, right off the front leg, kick off the front leg. They're real quick, just round kick. Now in Taekwondo, everybody wears hogus, there's no leg kicks, but it's rapid kicks to the hogu, so they're aimed up high. So in Taekwondo, you'd see, go ahead, Jaden, demonstrate. You'd see a bunch of kicks, just pop, you gotta be shoot on, and you go nonstop that way. Us. What we're gonna do for Kyokushin is lower it so that it's a calf kick. I'll tilt the camera a little bit here. What you're aiming for, left leg forward, Jaden. Left leg. So all you're gonna do off the front leg is real quick, snap right to the inside of the calf muscle right there. So all you hear from your fighting stance, pop, pop. So you can, especially taller opponents, when they're much bigger than you, you want to wear them down, keep your distance, just pop, pop, nonstop. Just wear away at that calf muscle on the inside. That's what we're going to start with here. So again, just in the fashion of the other ones, to build up speed for this kick, you can go nice and easy if you want. Pop, and a step forward, bang. I'll even tilt it again so you can see how the footwork works for this one. Kind of pop, pop, keeping it low. For more rapid, pop, 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 nonstop. So your decision, you can either go nice and easy to get it down, or if you want it faster, go ahead. Same thing, 30 seconds. Ready? Assume. Nice and easy, nice and low, nice and low. Good, good, hands up. Good, good, good. Few more seconds, 10 seconds. See ya, see ya. Good, you should really, if you're hopping, you should feel the burn. Yummy! Us. Switch your legs, same thing. Again, you can take your time, really aim it, back and forth, hitting with the either the top of the foot, preferably the shin if you can get in close enough. Back. Same thing as a regular Kyokushin Mawashi. You want to try and hit with the shin. If you want more distance, you can use the top of the foot. It won't be as effective. So ready. Same thing. 30 seconds. Ready. Assume. Good, good, good. Good. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Good, good, good. A few more seconds to go. And yummy. Us. Now that we have all that rapid movement going here, I'm going to add some footwork into the mix. One of my favorite things in Taekwondo, rather than straight back with the footwork, there's a lot of circular motions, a lot of swing backs, swinging back off the front leg, bringing it to the back leg. So what we're going to do is use that same fast kick. So you put your left leg forward, off the front leg here, and kind of hop forward, calf kick. After landing it, swing it back. Now my other leg is forward. I'm going to do the same thing, except hit it with an outside calf kick. Bang. And then you swing back again. So non-stop. Bang. Nail the calf kick, get out of the way. Hit another one. Swing back. Hit another one. Swing back. So it's a good way to get in and out. Just drilling it this way. So again, you come forward. First fast kick. Swivel it. Bop. Next calf kick. Swivel it. So you're going to go back and forth. Front leg. Make it your back leg. Front leg. Make it a back leg. in a semicircle motion. So ready? This one I'm going to do for, how much time do we have here? I'll keep it 30 seconds to keep on moving here. So ready? Fast kick and then swivel it behind you. So ready? Ajime. So fast kick, swing, fast kick, swing, back and forth, bang, swing, swing, shoot. Good, good. Back and forth, back and forth. Bang. Let's get the footwork down with that circular motion. Yame, us. So, that's one way you can utilize it, is just non-stop annoy your opponent. You can just hit them, try and move around the outside, bang, hit them again, and stay to the outside. If you want to go in for a harder shot, same footwork applies. You're here, front leg, calf kick, swing. This time instead of aiming for the calf, get a little more oomph on it. You want to nail it to the top of the leg, and behind the person, Shirazuki to the ribs, downward punch. You can hit them on the collarbone or on the shoulder joint, and then it starts over again. So again, we're going to do one side for now. All you're going to do is take the left leg first, calf kick, swing it, come forward, Mawashigiri, Shida, down punch, right to the collar or the shoulder joint. So ready? I'm going to do one side, then reset each time. 30 seconds. Take your time. Really get that circle motion. Bang, Shida, down punch. So ready? Azume. So left. Swing it. Right leg. Shia. Shia. And again. Pop. Swing. Pop. Shia. Pop. Good. Back and forth. Pop. Swing. Kick. Shida. Down. Again. Pop. Swing. Pop. 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 Good, guys. Good. Swing. Pop. Pop. Yame. Switch to the other side. Same thing. So we have it balanced on each side. Right leg again. Calf kick. Swing. Top of the leg. Shita. Down punch. So ready? Azume. So right leg. Swing. Left leg. Left Shita. Right down. Swing it back. Right. Swing. Kick. Shita. Down. Reset. Pop. 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 Reset. Shia. 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 Reset. Pop. And Yame. Us. One other variation. If you want to add one extra step to it, maybe like your fighting stance here. Switch your leg, please. Instead of making it in a calf kick, so right here you're using your shin to hit them in the calf. So if you have really good conditioned shins, when you do an extra step, instead of just going straight for here, your back leg is a short side step here, so that instead of hitting his calf, you can hit your shin right directly onto their shin bone on the front. So if you have good shins, again, you step to the side, bang, with the shin. Instead of a mawashi, you're closer now. You can take your back leg, kizagari to the top of the leg, and the same thing, Shida, down punch. So we're going to try that same thing. It's just going to be that one extra step. Instead of just coming forward, take your back leg, step it out more to the shin, kizagari, Shida, down punch, reset. So the same exact drill, is that extra out, pop of the shin, kiza, pop, and down. So ready? Going to go again. 30 seconds. Take your time. Ready? Azume. So out, shin, kiza, pop, down. Again. Shin, kiza, shida, down. Again. Step, shin, kiza, shida, down. Step, shin, kiza, shida, down. Back again. Pop. Yame. Other side, same thing. Start with the right leg. So now, stepping out. Pop. Bang. Pop. Pop. So ready? Azume. So out. Pop. 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 Again. Out. Pop. Pop. shin, knee, shida, down, out, shin, Iza, shida, down, yame. You see where we are on time. Good, good, good. I'm going to throw one. Do I have more time, Shihan, or is that it? One more minute? All right, so rather than...
Do one more, Sensei.
One more. Oh, all right. So the other part to this is the counter. So if Mr. Jaden here is coming at me, I'm right here. So he's really beating me up. He does a calf kick on this side. He swivels back. Swivels back, swivels back, swivel, but swivel, swivel. Hop here for round kick. Bang, he's beating up this rib cage with a shida. Bam, he's beating me up here. I'm all curled up. Spinning hook kick. Shoom. Right around the other side. So if somebody's hitting you right in the leg too much, you start feeling the pain. Pop, pop. Ah, you're really beat up. You're here. Shoom. Swing around with that hook kick. So all we're going to do, finish with just hook kick. You slide over, slide on over button. So all you're going to do is really tight, almost like a soda loop. You're blocking. Pop with that hook kick. So again, all we're going to do, one side only, left leg here, left, soda, pop with a hook kick. So ready, 30 seconds, Ajime. So lock, pop, lock, shia, shia, pop, lock, shua, reset, lock, shia, lock, shia. Good, good, shia, shia. Yummy. Other side, last one to get, same thing. Lock. Hook kick. Ready? Ajime. Block. Shoot off. Slide it over, but block. Block. And block. Shoot. Slide over, but block. Shoot. One more good one. Shoot. Us. And yummy. Us. Well. All right, Shihan.
One of these days, I'm going to get the technology, I swear.
Us, no worries, Shihan.
Thank you, Sensei Justin.
No, thank you. I appreciate you having me. Oh, thank you, Shihan. Thank you, and thank you, everybody, for participating.
It's a treasure to have you, man. And I know we've been talking martial arts and Kyokushin for several years now together, and finally haven't had a chance to train in person yet. But this is the breaking the ice.
I appreciate it. Anytime I'd like to get up there. I know with the current situation, it's difficult, but I mean, I appreciate again you staying in contact, having me here. These classes are great. I was in the one a month or so ago. I really like what you're doing here, so I really appreciate everything. So
thank you, Sensei. It's great to see your little guy.
Oh, he's a tough little guy here. He does the Kyokushin and he does the Taekwondo. He's always helping. He's nonstop just doing stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful work. So, Sensei, I just wanted to finish with one question, and then we'll open it up just because we're around the 8 o'clock mark, and you know, we've talked a lot about fighting, and I know that you had a pretty extensive fighting career, younger than some head stuff, and but I guess the question I wanted to ask, and it's a question I've asked before on this Be Like Water, and I really think it's an important one because so much of our Kyokushin art centers around Kumite. We all obviously kata, of course, but why compete? Why do that as a martial artist? What is that about? What I don't want to say what is the benefit of that, because that's a very pretty trite question, but just but that's kind of what I mean. Why get in the ring and mix it up?
Oh, so it's a good question. I feel like that changes a lot with martial artists over the years. Like me personally, my answer 10 years ago isn't the same answer now. Like I originally did it, I was just always a very aggressive person. I love the adrenaline. I love the feeling of fighting. So again, I wanted to kind of go test and kind of prove how strong I was. I'd go there, I'd compete, I'd do it. I was a little more reckless than I should have been. And in hindsight, I should have taken a little more precaution. So I didn't get as injured as I did, but it was more, again, that adrenaline rushed, the enjoyment of it. Nowadays, I like the kind of making yourself better. The self-improvement aspect is definitely more the angle and what I encourage my students to do. It's not about winning so much as testing your ability. If your abilities are superior to your opponent, then you'll win. If you lost, analyze why you lost. Nothing to be bitter about. You just readjust your training and you go back, you work on aspects that you wanted to work on. So I like to consider competing as a gauge to see where you're at in your training, what you need to work on, what you need to adapt, what you excel in, and kind of find a balance there. So.
Beautiful. And, you know, my other question, which you sort of answered in your training tonight, one of my things was just because I knew that your background is steeped in different art forms, and I have some Taekwondo many years ago in mine, and I was going to ask a little bit about the connecting the dots between Taekwondo and Kyokushin, because there are so many similarities, but we felt them tonight.
Oh, so thank you, Shane. Yeah, I know. I guess a little adaptation. Even the Taekwondo, the WTF, a lot of guys got their hands down, they're bouncing because whatever you, again, there's a lot of good in the sport that if you can find it and adapt it, the kicks are amazing, the speed, the drills and everything. So if you can adapt them and kind of transition them for different areas of sports. So there's a lot in there that can be transferable in itself. But
I appreciate you very much, Sensei. Thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you again, Shihan.
Always.